You open up a holding company, you let the people buy into this company, and you say you will own half, or maybe 51% is your idea, and the Bahamian people own half. Why? Where is the leadership? Are there no businessmen?
Soon to come, watch Utah and Lincoln as they get tattoos of gambling emblems to assist with their cause.
In 2009, Atlantis predicts during the slowest year since the 30s, they predict that they're going to make almost $1 billion, $800+ million. That is what they're going to make. Can you imagine if that money was staying in the hands of some Bahamians? If Bahamians owned half of that resort and that money was staying there, we would never see a recession. Never. Our whole entire budget is 1 point something billion. Yeah, 1 point something billion.
Yeah, that's the government's budget.
Yes, that's the government's entire budget. Can you imagine if 1 point something or $1 billion was in the hands of Bahamians and flowing? There's a book by Donald Trump and Robert Kiyosaki, the guy who wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad. And the book is entitled, Why We Want You to Be Rich. There's a simple answer. Because if you got money, you can spend money with me. And I can spend money with you. And that one can spend money. But if you have everyone over here have the money, the little small amount of people, and all these people broke, they can't spend money with these people. And that is what caused the Great Depression. That is what causes all collapse in the economy. We need to spread the wealth. That is not a socialist statement. We need foreign investors. But what I'm saying is, this is ours. Let's share it with them. All right? Bahamians.
And not only that, we should also think about how we can become owners. You know, after 40 years of majority rule, you've got a situation where Bahamians own no major hotels, no major offshore banks. What's wrong with that picture? In fact, we not even...
The law is stopping us from owning them.
Correct, the law is stopping us from owning casinos. So what's wrong with that picture? Something has to be wrong, and nobody's talking about it. So I want to challenge us today, man. I want to challenge Bahamians to, we ought to begin to dream, if we set some goals over the next 5, 10 years, that we want Bahamians to own major hotels, we want Bahamians to own major banks. You know, we'll do it.
Yes.
Can you imagine you live in a country where the people who lead you do not believe in you? Wow. Can you imagine Martin Luther King getting up on the stage, Lincoln, he's saying, I have a dream. But you know what? I don't believe we could get there.
Wow.
You can have some serious problems, eh? And so what leaders have to do is leaders ought to be the ones that are inspiring the people to greatness. And so let's do that.
Lester, in the name of Jesus, I have a dream today that our Bahamians are going to own this economy. If you are a politician and you are not interested in true Bahamianization, not that farce that the PLP came up with, that a foreigner must come here and train you to take his job. Garbage. No one is going to train you to take your job. Take their job. True Bahamianization. True Bahamian ownership. If you are a politician and you're not into that, I am coming for you. You are obsolete.
Civil rights, fairness in law, protection from discrimination. Two of the world's greatest civil rights leaders are Ms. Rosa Parks and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. On the 20th of January 2009, Martin Luther's dream became reality. Today, what about the hope and dreams of the Bahamian citizens? We are still deprived of our civil rights. Who will rise to the occasion and remove the veil from our bride? How long will we allow them to control what is rightfully ours? Controversy TV, Season 3. Rise up, Bahamas. Fight, conquer, and reap.
Gone are the days when we will have prime ministers. We had 3 prime ministers who don't know how to use the internet. I am sorry, you're out of date. Because I want to send you an email. We don't send letter in the mail no more and deliver to your desk. We send emails, okay? I want to see the prime minister with a BlackBerry like Obama.
Right. Yeah, you should remind them that you should remind them that
I want to see.
Right. And this is not just a cell phone.
Hubert Alexander Ingram, I want to see you with a BlackBerry. This is not something you just talk on. Talk is just a feature that this can do. That is a minor feature. This is the world in your hands. I want a prime minister who knows how to use a BlackBerry. And if you can't use a BlackBerry, you can't lead this country in the 21st century. Good night. How you doing today, sir?
Right there, sir.
You look like someone who used to be my boss.
Maybe.
You look like Marvin Dames.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's your family.
Yes, that's my brother.
Oh, that's your brother?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. This is a good topic then. You think they need to change the gambling laws in this country?
Yes, yes. Long time.
Come on, you was the police, brother. You know, you can't be saying them kind of names.
Yeah, I mean, if tourists could come and gamble, why Bahamians can't gamble?
I don't know. I guess Hubert just don't want us be nothing.
No, I mean, I think Hubert is for it, but he's just scared to say, hey, let's do it, you know?
But you realize the Gambling Act said any time the minister could decide who could go in the casino and who can't. The minister could wake up in the morning and say, we could gamble.
Right, and as it stands now, it's unconstitutional because we cannot gamble according to the minister then.
So we need to fight this law.
I think it's coming. It's coming, yeah, it's coming soon.
So when they start the fight, you come in?
I don't think we need to fight. I mean, the Prime Minister just gave his blessing to the number business. So that's the beginning.
That's the beginning?
Yeah. Yeah, but don't you think so?
So I shouldn't see your brother going locking up no number man no more this year?
Yeah, well, they could take out a couple of computers for me in there, but that don't mean nothing. The number man could always buy some more computer.
And they can't come in all our house and take all our computer?
No, and nobody come and say, hey, everything is cool with that. So I don't think we could expect much of that. Okay. I believe we're moving more forward to legalizing it.
And you think Bahamians should be allowed to own casinos too?
Yeah, why not?
Because we just Bahamians. I mean, the law say we ain't supposed to own nothing.
Yeah, but we should own everything in the Bahamas.
So why our politicians don't want us to own nothing?
Because maybe they want it all for themselves.
That's a good point. Yeah. I can run with that.
Soon to come, watch U-Town Lincoln as they get tattoos of gambling emblems to assist with their cause.
Did you know that Bahamians are not allowed to gamble or own casinos?
No, I didn't know that.
You serious?
No, I didn't know it.
Wow. Well, that's the law here. The casino hotel is our #1 industry, but Bahamians are not allowed to own it. You must be a foreigner.
Well, that sounds like there was some kind of deal made when they brought the casinos in. And somebody did well on the deal. I don't know what they got.
This is a smart lawyer. So when the mafia came in, they did what they did and made the arrangement they made, and this guy picked it up on one go.
Right. Well, that's, it's always true that, because gambling has such a good turnover for the casino, that the guys that run them, they usually farm it out to a whole bunch of managing companies, and then, to hide who's really behind it. But I can't believe that they would make a law in a country that the residents of the country and their citizens couldn't run it.
It's been on the books for almost 40 years.
Really? So.
And we have lawyers in this country.
Okay. What about the voters? You can't get rid of it?
No, there's nothing we can do.
Well, that's tough.
Controversy TV is continuing our investigation into the gaming laws into this country and the history. And we're going to give it to you like nobody else will give it to you, and nobody else is willing to give it to you. In our quest to find the truth in this Scooby-Doo mystery, we have gone to the source, per se. One of the legislators who was there at the time when this law was being passed into act. A man who was there during that time and after that time. He knows the whole history. In fact, he was when the government decided to bring this discriminatory law into action, he was the only MP in the UBP or PLP at the time that stood up against this discriminatory law, and he's going to tell us the whole history behind this mystery. We are speaking to the legendary Dr. Elwood Donaldson. How are you doing, sir?
Very well, and thank you for having me.
Well, the pleasure is mine, to be honest with you. You are a living legend. You were there, and now I am proud of you to find that Samalo Butler isn't my only hero in Parliament. No, because you can't respect much parliamentarians, but Samalo is one of them I respected because of the way he fought for the people. And now to hear that you stood up over 30 years ago for the Bahamian people to not be discriminated against, it is an honor and a pleasure to have you here.